estás to my leaves. Ain't no difference when we speak. Ain't no difference, Jew or Greek. Why I go into my Judites? I say what's up to my Benjavites. Yeah. Ain't no difference when we speak.
Ain't no difference.
Ain't no difference, Jew or Greek.
Ain't no difference when we speak. Jew or Greek, you gon' feel the heat. Every time we teach, only fire coming through these teeth. Looking like a fleet, we the flock from the scattered sheep. Mobbing hella deep, like a march, make him see the feet. Keep a uniform and follow suit, it's just business, dog. Soldiers of the Lord, we go to war. Check the battle scars. Anytime we move, we in the scripts, and we play our part. Fighting off these demons with the word, call it language charts. All of us speaking the same, cause all of us stand one mind. Shoot up the vine, fruits of affiliate kinds, and wisdom meant for the divine. Look at the signs, we from all over the world, but all of us counted as 12, so check out the times. We looking like diamonds and pearls, been trapped through the fire of hell, we one of a kind, No one to me to be lying, Haters be wishing we dead, we pull out that script, so they pull out a 9, All of us come from the 12, black and Hispanic are really the same. Roll with the sticks like I walk with a cane. They think we lying cause we got a main, must be insane,
Sapase to my essays. Como estás to my leaves. Ain't no difference when we speak. Ain't no difference, Jew or Greek. Why I go into my Judites? I say what's up to my Benjavites. Ain't no difference when we speak.
Nah.
Ain't no difference, Jew or Greek.
Jew or brew, that's the same difference. Same people with the same mission. Heal the eyes of the blind just like Christ did with the same vision. Been the salt but our name missing. Lost our flavor cause we ain't listen. Now we on the rise from the dark to the light. You can see our name glisten. Keeping laws ain't complicated if eternal life is my compensation. Matthew 19:16, in case you needed some confirmation. The word of God in my conversation. Precepts in my compilation. Breathe the breath of life, now water everywhere just like condensation. From Osiris to Africa, it don't matter cause we all cast away. But scattered, shaken and shattered, now we all gather back in the latter days. Different tongues but we all one, speak the same thing, no masquerade. We get it done till he come, putting bricks, building our accolades. Take religion, delete it, take the Bible, reread it. You go to church, you need Jesus, we Israelites, believe it. Other people like feces, like a microscope, how we observe the law. Inspect the spirits, we expose the flaws. Amalek, just the sons of frauds. Black Hispanics, we the sons of God.
Sapase to my essays. Como estás to my leaves. Ain't no difference when we speak. Ain't no difference, Jew or Greek. Why I go into my Judites? I say what's up to my Benjavites. Ain't no difference when we speak. Ain't no difference, Jew or Greek.
Placed under bondage and forced to live different. Forgot who you are and now you speak different. Ain't no difference between the Jew and the Greek, the bond nor the free. You changed my name, I'm still me. When Paul said ain't no difference in the planet, I know he was referring to the people you calling black and Hispanic. Yo, this is not a reference to everybody alive. The word of God is ours, he's only talking to the tribe. You need to question all the reverence. Read Ephesians 2:11. We rejected God in heavens. For the lump, we got 11. Bring it back perfection like the number 7. Trying to gather all the men and women, need to stop the sin and just focus. Suffer all the curses written in the verses, watching crooked cops when they choke us. No tenemos nada diferente, ustedes son la misma gente. Hablamos todo idioma, la misma persona. Si guarda la ley, ganaste corona. Oscuro o claro, la misma nación. Despierta la gente con toda pasión. Si tú te arrepientes y pides perdón, en Cristo se junta la gente de Dios. Yeah.
Sapase to my essays. Como estás to my leaves. Ain't no difference when we speak. Ain't no difference, Jew or Greek. Why I go into my Judites? I say what's up to my Benjavites. Ain't no difference when we speak. Ain't no difference, Jew or Greek.
To the Corinthians, finally, brethren.
Shalom. I'm Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ, and today I'd like to present a sit-down discussion with the Jewish community. There's a lot of controversy. There's much hatred that you have towards us. We're the prophets of the one true God. So what we'd like to do is sit down with several of your leading Jewish personalities. The rest of you just stand by. Sit back, move out the way. We want to sit down with Yitzhak Yosef, who called black people monkeys. He's number one.
לא הכל כושים מברכים, אלא צריך שיהיה כושי שאבא שלו ואימא שלו לבנים. איפה אתה תדע? אם אתה יודע, בפעם שאתה יודע, ואתה יצא להם בן קוף, יצא להם בן ככה.
Number two, we like to sit down with Jonathan Green Black of the Anti-Defamation League. You have so much to say on the Breakfast Club and alluding that we have shot and murdered people in New Jersey. We want to sit down and discuss with you to produce your cause.
And look, they're entitled to their beliefs until that justifies shooting Jewish people with pellet guns on Staten Island. Or like, this is December. 3 years ago, December 2019, 2 black Hebrew Israelites went into a kosher supermarket in Jersey City and killed 3 people because they said they weren't real Jews.
Wow.
Shot them cold dead in a kosher supermarket.
Prove what those lies you have said. We want to sit down with the SPLC, Margaret Huang, and Beeson. You also pushed the lie that we have murdered people in New Jersey, so forth and so on. We want to sit down with APOC, Howard Core, and Lillian Pincus. Also, that latest group, the Canary Mission. We want to sit down with Adam Milstein and Howard D. Sterling.
When Tony asked about Canary Mission.
Who are the people involved with them?
It's him. That's him.
Adam Milstein.
Yeah, I don't know who he hired to oversee it. Adam Milstein. He's the guy in front of me.
We need to expose the things that they're anti everything we believe in. We need to put them on the right.
So Adam Milstein, he funds the Israel Project and he's funding the Canary Mission website.
Yeah, which is interesting because it makes it seem as though we're a part of it, but we're not.
We'd like to sit down with all of you. If all, one for all and all for one, however you want to do it. But we will sit down with you. So don't say we're running from you, we're trying to evade you. No, we're not. Okay? Reach us, call us at 1-855-484-4842, extension 7023. Or by email, israel@israelunite.org. All right? The scriptures say, if at all possible, be at peace with all men. And that's what we endeavor to do. So, Jewish community, have a sit down with us. Let's have an open discussion publicly. All right? Shalom.
Hey, shalom, shalom, Israel. Most High Christ bless. Good God, that's loud. Hey, all praise the Most High. You tuned in to the Natives Hour, home of the 10 tribes. Hey, I'm Captain Gad to my right.
Officer Dunn.
To my left.
Officer Nahasa.
To his left.
Officer Jonah.
To his left.
Soldier Asadai.
All praises. Mustache growing, though.
Man. The beard, too. The beard coming in.
Yeah. Hey, next to the God.
Yeah.
Soldier Yochanan.
All praise, y'all. We got a
We ain't talking about no damn beards
We got
right now.
what we is again?
Man.
The Natives Hour.
Natives Hour.
I'm about to say, we are the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right. That's what we got on this panel.
His mustache still ain't full yet.
No.
Hey, today's class, y'all, is called, what is it called? Hispanic fathers are drunk and lazy. Ooh,
Dang.
I'm going to make people mad with this one. I'm going to make people
All
mad.
praises.
Y'all can now don't be offended, all right? Huh?
You supposed to say I'm not Hispanic.
Man. Yeah, I know.
Is it what like?
Huh?
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, yes.
You sure, man? You all right?
Yes.
Hey, what tribe you
I'm going to tell y'all, hey, y'all can now got so much to say off the damn camera.
Right.
Bring it out, Cap.
The man got so much to say, but as soon as he see that little behind camera lens,
Right.
his big behind gets scared.
Like an
How
elephant
you
to a mouse.
How you get scared of a little behind camera lens?
Hey, that's what we need to do. We need to like take his phone out and just hold it like kind of near his mouth, and then he'll just keep talking for days.
Hey, for real, bro.
Brother fall asleep on the phone talking.
Yeah, this brother talk, man. But
your
hey,
ear
but
off.
now with the camera on,
Right.
he don't got nothing to say now.
Now he quiet.
You all right, Yakina? You good?
That's right.
Yes, sir. I'm good.
You got any words? You know, any words for the cause?
Hell no.
Now you like the WB frog.
Hey, man, the sound man I already knew, man.
Hey, all praise to the Most High. Hey, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. And we're going to get it in. We's going to get it in. But you know we got to start off right.
Right.
We got to start off. You straight?
Yes, sir. Don't turn the camera to me.
You had to say it on the mic? All praises. Hey, let's start. What we got? We already know every show we start off with the demonic figure, Jonathan Greenblatt. The demons of today. The ancient Romans. The ancient Grecians. The Herodians.
Right.
Play it. Let's get into it. Do they need you, Hester?
Well, anti-Semitism is also the focus in Washington, D.C. this hour. The presidents of 3 elite universities are testifying before Congress about the alarming rise of anti-Semitism as well as violence on college campuses in the wake of the Israel-Hamas war. Incidents at Harvard, MIT, and the University of Pennsylvania have made headlines in recent weeks. Republican Congresswoman Virginia Foxx, who chairs the House Committee on Education and the Workforce, is vowing to hold their leaders accountable. Harvard University's president says she's seeking to confront hate while preserving free expression and says the university is already taking action.
We have increased security measures, expanded reporting channels, and augmented counseling, mental health.
This sister is the president of Harvard University, Claudine Gay, all right? I want y'all to pay attention. Because if they're able to impact such a high figure in society as Miss Claudine Gay, just imagine what they could do to us for teaching His word. So just pay attention. Go ahead.
And support services. We have reiterated that speech that incites violence, threatens safety, or violates Harvard's policies against bullying and harassment is unacceptable. We have made it clear that any behaviors that disrupt our teaching and research efforts will not be tolerated. And where these lines have been crossed, we have taken action.
Time now for the exchange, and let's discuss this issue further. Jonathan Greenblatt is the CEO and National Director of the Anti-Defamation League and joins us live from New York. Jonathan, thank you so much for joining us. So we hear from these university heads that they're all taking action, that they're addressing this seriously. Do their actions thus far back up their words?
Well, Bianna, I would give these university presidents, esteemed scholars and accomplished academics, I would grade each of them with an F for their failure to protect their students. Look, I appreciate that they're testifying before Congress, and I am grateful that Chairwoman Foxx convened this session, but all you had to do was listen to the testimonies. And I've spent time with President Gay from Harvard. I've spent time with President McGill from Penn. But I must tell you, it is long overdue for these presidents not to sort of make speeches, not to offer empty dictums, but to actually enforce their own codes of conduct. Your lead-in segment, Bianna, about what's happening in Italy, you could have done that story about Germany, about France, about America. And by the way, sorry, as I was saying about America, because here in this country, we've seen a tsunami of anti-Semitism, a hurricane of hate, and the eye of the storm are these elite universities.
And so these presidents say they're grappling with protecting free speech while combating hate speech. What action, if any, have you seen them take to address just that over the past few weeks that we've been covering this?
Yeah, I wish what you were asking me was a real question, not a hypothetical, Bianna, or a rhetorical question, because they've done nothing. And I think we just need to recognize that these universities, and I'm the graduate of one, I have 2 college-age children myself, but they're not committed to free speech, they're committed to favored speech. And in a favored speech environment, it's some things go, but other things don't. And what we've seen is that calls to violence against Jews, chants about genocide that happened in Philadelphia over the weekend, that are happening all over the country, those are okay. And we know they're okay because they're happening literally almost every day. And by the way, not just at Harvard and at Penn, but at Columbia, at UCLA, at Northwestern, all over the country. And where are these university presidents? The level of moral cowardice, their unwillingness to take on the mob is just stunning. And a total, in my opinion, abandonment of their responsibility to our children.
Yeah, and their student body are the people who are suffering from this. You released a new study last week. ADL and Hillel International found that 73% of Jewish college students had experienced or witnessed anti-Semitism since the start of the school year.
Stop right there. So she says 73% of Jewish college students have witnessed or experienced anti-Semitism. All right? I want you to understand what she's saying. She's saying that Jewish people experience racism. That's what she's saying.
Ooh, like we supposed to care.
From she's saying Jewish people experience racism from other white people.
Right.
But then they will tell black people that racism doesn't exist.
Get over it. That was years ago.
That was years ago. Nobody's racist today. That's what they tell us. They tell us that racism don't exist. But then they got something called the Anti-Defamation League where they say that 73% of Jewish people have seen or felt anti-Semitism.
What?
That's crazy, man.
It's basically a slap in our face because we experience racism every day.
Every day.
We experience anti-Semitism every day.
Every day.
And when we walk out the house, anti-Semitism begins.
Yep.
Till we come back in the house.
Hey, shit, from the moment you born into this world,
right?
You experience anti-Semitism.
Even before that, because they're trying to kill you in the womb.
In the womb.
In the womb.
Anti-Semitism.
Before you were thought.
Right. Anti-Semitism.
Hey, isn't it still black people being lynched from trees on the news?
Yeah.
Where is this dude when brothers is getting lynched, sisters is getting lynched still in 2023?
Where was this dude when the doggone Edomite, the damn devil, tried to run over our brothers, man?
Right, in Montana. Where was this dude at? He still ain't around.
Right.
They say we don't want nothing to do with that. That what the ADL is saying. We don't want nothing to do with you niggas facing hate.
They literally just like, we're actively not going to help you.
Right.
Because we was hoping she'd get you.
Yep, we paid her.
Right.
Come on now, dog.
That shows who the true haters are.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Go back.
Address that this, in your view, is not free speech, but favored speech. One donor, former Penn donor, who said that he will not now be continuing to give donations to the school, Mark Rowan, has pointed to the University of Chicago as an institution that has handled this well and has moved to a place of neutrality. Are there schools that these university heads, if they're really interested in changing their approach, can turn to use as better models?
Great question. So look, there are university presidents who show courage, like Ben Sass at University of Florida. Stepped up.
She said that the University of Chicago is handling these quote-unquote anti-Semitic attacks well. But what happens when they drop off crates of guns in the black community in Chicago and they push anti-Semitic rhetoric with their rap music, with the Chief Keef, the Lil Reese, the King Von? That kills us. Why we ain't handling that?
Hey, what about who's handling the hate of the prophets?
Right.
Who's handling that?
Not them.
Right.
Bruh. Who defies was hate speech? Because I guarantee you these people are just talking about how these damn devils over there just genociding the Palestinians.
Bro, you can say free Gaza.
Right.
And they say that's hate speech.
Man.
Right.
You can free Palestine, whatever.
Yeah,
free Palestine.
And they say that's hate speech.
You trying to kill us?
Right. That's hate speech.
Because I said free Palestine?
Oh, what y'all doing is wrong over there. Y'all just killing innocent kids and women.
Let me get a stretch for that.
You trying to kill us? Stop
Let
it.
me get a stretcher for that. Can I get a stretcher for that?
Go ahead, bro.
Amos, 5 and 10. Because they hate anybody that's against them.
Right.
That is against what they are doing. Read that.
The book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly.
Abhor, that means hate. They hate those who speak uprightly. All right? Who's going to protect us?
Right.
You know what I mean? They hate us that's bringing out the truth, that's showing the wickedness in this world. They hate, like you said, they hate people that talk against the war that's going on in over there.
Yep.
So,
hey, get Job 9, because you asked the question. You said, who defines hate speech? Get Job 9:24.
The book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24.
Bring it out.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
God says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Get it. Hold that. Go Malachi. Get Malachi 1. God said the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Go ahead.
The book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 4.
Read.
Whereas Edom saith,
Edom,
we are impoverished,
go ahead.
but we will return and build the desolate places.
And build the desolate places. Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts.
Read.
They shall build.
They shall build.
But I will throw down.
Come on.
And they shall call them the border.
The beginning
of wickedness.
Go back to Job 9. Edom is the white man. Jonathan Green Black. You are Esau. The Lord calls you the wicked.
That's right. The book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24.
Come on.
The earth
The whole earth
is given into the hand of the wicked.
You understand what that means? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. That means every aspect that runs the world is ran and controlled by the white man. That talks about your music, your politics, your food, your water. Just like you read Deuteronomy 28.
Right.
In the want of all things.
Right.
It's saying the same thing that Job said.
Right.
In the want of all things, you're going to serve your enemy. Your enemy is the wicked. The wicked is the white man.
Yeah.
Read it again.
That's the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Into the control of the white man. Come on.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
First Maccabees 3, real quick.
Bring it out.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. The judges talking about the leaders. That's why when you see the world leaders is everybody but black people. Black leaders, you got Lil Boosie. You got freaking give me some more.
Steve Harvey.
TD Jakes.
TD
Jakes.
What the
Swallowed
Tyler
up.
Perry.
Tyler Perry.
Oprah Winfrey.
What you say? LeBron James. Oprah Winfrey. Obama.
Gino Jenkins.
Gino Jenkins. Gino Jenkins.
Swallowed.
Swallowed.
All right, Gino
We ain't gonna mess with TD today, y'all. We ain't gonna mess with TD today, y'all. We gonna mess with him today.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, bro. Read that.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 48.
Come on.
And laid open the book of the law.
Watch this.
Wherein the heathen.
The who?
The heathen.
The heathen. Come on.
Had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
Go back to Job now. You crazy, bro.
I know, right?
Something wrong with you, bro. For real. Something's wrong with this brother. Go back to Job. Yeah, he thinking about it. That's why. Job 9:24.
Stop it. Get some
back
help.
to Job 9:24. Come on.
The book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24.
Come on.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
So that mean they could control definitions.
Right.
How you change the definition of
Semitic.
Not only that
hate,
but also pronouns.
All right.
They, them, we. Like, what the hell?
You making your own
you making
stuff.
up your own definitions.
Right.
They control how we define ourselves, how we look at ourselves.
Right.
Right.
You can't say we Israel. We can't say we Jews.
Right.
We can't say none of that. For us to say we Jews, they take it as anti-Semitism.
You hate us, you trying to kill us.
That make no sense.
Yeah, but somebody called them they have a little cat.
A what?
A little cat. I'm a little meow. I'm
Yeah,
a cat.
Hey, I'm a little meow.
A grown ass man can say I'm a little cat. Don't call me a
Oh,
grown
okay.
man. I'm a little cat.
Woo.
I'm a little cat.
You talk. Hey, what's that? What's it called? Furries or fuzzies?
Oh yeah, furries.
man.
That's
Furries.
crazy.
That's what you talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what they call?
Yeah, they call.
Okay.
But I don't want to get into this.
Hey,
I don't know what you talking about. Cat.
little cat.
Look, cat.
What they call
like, real-
kittens?
No, I feel you. I'm saying
I'm
like
like,
people
what
would
he
literally
talking
be
about
like,
over there?
I identify
Yeah.
myself
Hey,
as
what
a
his brother was
cat.
talking
They
about?
identify themselves as an animal or stuff
Okay.
like that.
Okay,
Hey,
I got
you identify, and you just got to call them as such. But
Okay.
we can't call ourselves Israelites.
Right.
If we say we Israelites, that's hate.
I identify as a
See,
teacup.
Yeah, I said little B out.
Here's my spout. Yeah,
I gotta do
crazy.
like people can't understand me. I gotta make a noise. I got a little B out.
Hey, you crazy. Hey, finish the scripture, man.
Job chapter 9 and verse 24.
Finish the scripture.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Go ahead.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
That's why it's a blackout on Bishop Nathaniel.
Right.
It's a blackout. He's trying to cover the face of the leaders of the world that the Lord established. You understand? Of the deacons, the bishops, those that's teaching our people repentance.
Bring it out.
You don't see them in the news. Hey, just like Chicago. We do a whole march in Chicago, and it don't even make the news.
right.
And then an hour later, a murder makes the news. How?
In the same place.
In
we
the
just
same
hosted.
area, the same city, the same pinpoints. We was there, marched, didn't make the news. An hour later, a murder happened at the same place, and that goes viral all over the news.
How, Sway?
That lets you know it's a blackout on repentance.
Right.
They covered the face of the judges thereof. Read on.
If not, where and who is he?
If not, then who? Somebody professed. If not these devils, then who? Because they run the world. Go ahead, let it play.
Up and spoke out immediately. And there are presidents who've taken action. President Ron Leibowitz at Brandeis, they dechartered one group, Students for Justice in Palestine. That's the main driver of hate on these campuses. I mean, so between Brandeis and UF, you've got some models, but the plan is simple. Number one, adopt a standard definition of anti-Semitism, the IRA definition. And then number two, enforce your own codes of conduct. Suspend
Defined by
students who
them,
bully.
a standard definition of anti-Semitism defined by Jonathan Greenblatt and the Amalek Defamation League.
Hey, right.
Hey, I like that, bro. What was it? Amalek Defamation?
Amalek Defamation League.
I like
Right.
that. I like that.
And the crazy thing, he said, it's driven by the war in Palestine. So basically, he's saying they're putting their 2 bits on the war in Palestine, which is hate speech. Can I get a script? Give me 2 Thessalonians 2:8. Because this is what's happening, and they were like, "Hey, why y'all pointing the finger at us?" That's the Amalek been doing this forever. They all they MO is stop saying that we're the bad guy.
I know I'm whooping on them, but don't say nothing.
Yeah, read that for me.
The book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
And then shall that wicked be revealed.
The what?
That wicked be revealed.
That's the hate speech. The wicked being revealed. They said, "Hey man, everybody seeing that y'all wicked as hell for what you doing over there. Y'all sitting there bumming little kids. Ain't nobody got nothing. They ain't got no rockets. They got stones." Like the officer said the other day, they literally throwing their house at you, man. they picking up the stones that you done made out of their house and throwing them at you. They ain't got no rockets. They ain't got no planes. You sitting over there genocide people when people seeing this, now your wicked get revealed. Keep reading.
Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
And now you got the prophets coming out here backing up what they saying with the word of God.
Keep going.
Keep going.
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
That's them nuclear bombs.
That's right.
Boom. Go ahead, Joe.
I was just saying, believe it or not, they got people thinking Hamas and them are the real terrorists.
Yeah.
I had somebody tell me today, yeah, Russia and Hamas, they are terrorists. But they didn't say nothing about Israel.
It's
who's
propaganda.
destroying everybody.
It's propaganda.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't know why they threw Russia in there, but
That was dumb as
right,
hell.
exactly.
And you know, it's crazy because Deacon and the captains brought it out on Patient Saints Radio, how a part of Amalek's army, the Israeli army, they're like surveyors and realtors. So they come in and blow up, and then they're like immediately, this will be some good beachfront property.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing they did to the so-called Native Americans and Hispanics on this side of the world. We come in, we destroy you, and be like, hey, this will be a nice little house.
Yep. That's what they do. It's always a end game plan. There's always a plan for what they do. Go back to the video.
And intimidate and threaten their peers. Number 2, it's simple. Eject the students who are serial offenders, like those from Students for Justice in Palestine. And number 3,
he said eject the students that are, what did he say? Basically, like
they
the
going
group,
for Palestine,
the students
get
for
them out
the,
of there.
he said the students for the justice for Palestine. How is that a hate group?
Right.
They telling the world the Palestinians need justice.
Right.
How's that a hate group?
How can you stop me from getting an education and bettering my life because I don't think you should kill people?
Right.
That nigga's tripping.
Or because we don't agree with the same religion.
Or because I'm Palestinian and I'm tired of you killing my people. I can't stand up for my own people.
Or because I can read the Bible and be like, hey, wait, Jesus is black. I'm an Israelite.
Yep. Hey, they both, let me tell you, they both murderers.
Right.
The Palestinians and the Israelis are both murderers.
Right.
They both murdered black and Hispanic people. And they still murdering black people over there.
Right.
To this day, Hamas is murdering black people. Israelis is murdering black people. They still doing it. They all got a judgment to face.
For
Get
real.
the next article.
That's
the next video.
right.
But today we're going over Jonathan Greenblatt. The next post.
It's the video about the Harvard professor. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Let's get them likes up. We share this. Come on, y'all. People gotta know.
Yeah.
Harvard University President Claudine Gay has resigned. Gay was one of the Ivy League presidents whose muted response about calls for Israeli genocide at a congressional hearing led to demands for her ouster. But after weathering that episode, accusations of plagiarism were too much. CBS News congressional correspondent Nicole Killian has more.
6 months into her tenure, Harvard University President Claudine Gay announced she's resigning so that our community can navigate
Pause
this.
it. Hey, read that. Read that letter.
It is with a heavy heart, but a deep love for Harvard that I write to share that I will be stepping down as president. This is not a decision I came to easily. Indeed, it has been difficult beyond words because I have looked forward to working with so many of you to advance the commitment to academic excellence that has propelled this great university across centuries. But after consultation with members of the corporation, it has become clear that it is in the best interest of Harvard for me to resign.
She got that talk. She got that A, nigga. We about to fire you or we going to give you the ability to resign. Which one you want? She got that talk. And they trying to say it's due to plagiarism. That's bullcrap. It's all due to this so-called anti-Semitism thing that Jonathan Greenblatt and Eddie Yale has caused. And now Harvard is going to miss out on money. It's not about money. Because it's, what they call them, is sponsors threaten not to give any more money to Harvard unless this sister gets fired or steps down. It's all about money, man. It's all about millions of dollars. Go ahead. You going to say something?
I was gonna say, can we pull up that picture to show like what you're saying? It's all about money. Hey, pull up the picture. It's in there. It's the last one. Pull that up. Because like you're saying, it's all about money, especially with the Amalek Defamation League. Because if they really cared, they would be like, well, you should be banned for this too.
Right.
Pull that up. Let me see. Go ahead. I got to go on the screen. It says, images of slaves are property of Harvard, not a descendant. Judge rules. Tamara Lanier sued Harvard University for ownership of I don't know what that word is. Daguerreotypes of slaves who she said were her ancestors. Karsten Morin for the New York Times.
So the sister saw images of her ancestors as slaves, and they told her that those are property of Harvard.
And Cap, it's not just that. It's body parts from slaves that they used to do medical experiments.
Wow.
It's different records that show that these people owned us.
Wow.
And not just so-called black people, Hispanics too, because Harvard was instrumental in the slave trade, including so-called Native Americans and Hispanics.
Damn.
But Amalek don't say nothing about that.
Damn.
So they got all that stuff at Harvard.
Exactly.
They probably got the chains
They got
that
everything.
they chained her ancestors in on display.
But you can't have it. It's not for you. It's our money.
But this, bro, you know how evil that is, bro? That's some evil stuff. Yeah, this may be your ancestors, but they still my property.
Even after death.
Even after death, they still belong to
mine.
me.
Now you can't
You
have
cannot
this.
have this.
Oh, can I pull a script?
Go ahead, man. Pull your script.
Deuteronomy 28. Even
Damn.
after death, you are still my property. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 19.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 19.
Bring it out.
Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in.
So like we were saying before, Amalek gonna try to kill you even before you become a being, even before you're formed in the womb. Go ahead.
And cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
And when you die, after your death, you still belong to this damn white man.
Yep. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. You long gone, bro. You are long gone, and yet you still property. Hey, go to Sirach. Go to Sirach chapter 40, 41 and verse 9.
The book of Sirach, chapter 41 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
And if you be born,
you
shall be born to a curse.
You shall be born into a curse. Watch this.
And if you die, a curse shall be your portion.
You're still gonna be cursed. Still gonna be cursed, man. Even when you dead and gone, just like you brought out, soldier, you still cursed.
Damn.
That's why the Lord, I mean, that's so heavy. That's why the Lord say something heavy. Go to Isaiah 14 and 21. Because, I mean, we still property to their children.
Hey, you hitting around the head.
Right,
we still slaves to their kids. Go
to
ahead.
their kids. Still to this day, read that. That's why the Lord said this.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21.
Bring it out.
Prepare slaughter.
Prepare what?
Slaughter for his children.
For their children. So those slave masters or whatever they were, those people who had us in slavery back in the, what is it?
1600, 1500,
14,
17, 18.
1492.
And their kids that's still living today that's in government positions, that's over the media, that's in the police departments, that's in our schools, that has power today, the judges.
Come on, man.
Hey, what the Lord say about them?
Prepare slaughter for his children.
These are the children of the former slave masters.
Right.
Read.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
Because what? They are their fathers.
Right. For real, though.
It's the same people.
Right.
Damn.
With the same mind.
That's a heavy
Right.
script, bro.
Because then our people be like, well, not all people are the same. All of them ain't bad. Yeah, the hell they is. Because nobody in Harvard on the staff would say, hey, just get
God is not going to hold you guilty
the
for
children
that?
the bones, whatever she want from them, just give it to her. Yep. Everybody was in consent on the whole board. No, that's our property. Dead slaves, our property. I don't care if they're meals or descendants.
And the sister that resigned didn't say nothing either.
Right.
Because she can't.
She can't.
She can't, bro. Black people can't say that black people is facing racism. Because then, they're going to say, why you making it about race?
Right.
That was hundreds of years ago.
That's anti-Semitic.
Nah, man. Now it's like, oh, well, you say anything to better your black race, it's going to be looked at as bad in the eyes of the world.
Right.
And it's ironic because they trying to put on the people in these colleges and saying they preach favoritism. But that's exactly what they're doing. The Anti-Defamation League is about so-called protecting their people. and speaking against people that's against their people, but they don't say nothing when it's another race of people going through it.
Right.
Right. That's just like the 1619 project that they got rid of. That they didn't want.
That's
they
right.
Didn't want.
Nobody. Yep.
Nobody.
They didn't want nobody to do that research, boy. They didn't
Right.
want nobody to see that. That's some evil stuff. Hey, go back. Go back to the video.
Basically, Amalek is Esau.
Right.
The Jewish man is white. So the same way Amalek would be like, hey, don't talk about me bombing them kids, is the same way the white American is just like, hey, don't talk about how I owned you and how I still own you. Just
Right.
let it go.
Bro, for them to put so much emphasis on anti-Semitism talk, it's got to be something they trying to keep you from finding out.
Message.
Think about that. If any talk of black people being the real Jews is bad in the eyes of the world, you got to ask yourself, could this be true? If it was if it was no big deal, why they killing me because I'm saying I'm a Jew? Why they killing me because I say Christ is black? Why they making it a big deal if it ain't true? You know, this a hit dog holler.
Right.
Bring it out.
It's got to be something that they don't want us to know or find out.
And them pushing that anti-Semitism, them pushing that so heavy, the average black person on the street is going to stay away from that topic. Like, nah, I'm not getting involved in that because I'm not trying to be labeled that. Not even knowing, like, really what that word means, you know?
Which is crazy is when an individual do it, like Ye and
Kyrie
and Nick Cannon, they could deem them crazy or misinformed. But when you got a nation of people like IUIC do it, you can't call all these people crazy. You can't say we all crazy. Now you got to make them something else. Now you got to think of other ways to do it. That's the whole reason for
you got to kill them.
You got to kill them. Yeah.
That's the only reason. That's the only way to stop this type of. You got to kill us. Yeah. And guess what? You ain't stopping it, man.
Right.
You could kill all of us. The Lord said, I got 3,000 on reserve.
That's right.
I got brothers on reserve waiting for the persecution to stand up.
Right. That's willing to die just like you just did the rest of them.
You can't stop. You
that
can't
won't
stop
bow
this.
the knee to green blood.
Right. There you go.
You can't defeat people that's ready to die.
Period.
And when it happens, we're going to be crying aloud still.
Yep.
From the graves.
Yep. Go ahead.
Moment of extraordinary challenge. Gay's resignation comes nearly a month after she and the presidents of UPenn and MIT faced widespread condemnation following this testimony at a House education hearing on anti-Semitism on college campuses.
Does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Harvard's rules of bullying and harassment, yes or no?
It can be, depending on the context.
It does not depend
Stop.
on the context.
That's
The
all she
answer
said.
is
Stop.
yes, and this is why.
That's all she said. Come on, y'all. What y'all doing? Go back. Play it. Come on, y'all. Stay with me, y'all.
No.
It
Go
can
back
be,
so you
depending on the context.
Hear the question. This is all she said, y'all. That got her fired, basically. They got her blackballed. Come on.
Does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Harvard's rules of bullying and harassment, yes or no?
It can be, depending on the context.
It does not.
So stop. That's all she said. It can be, depending on the context. And that's absolutely true. According to the First Amendment, according to the freedom of speech, certain speech can be deemed as hateful, can be deemed as to incite violence, and sometimes it's a freedom that you have. You understand? She only defied the First Amendment. That's all she did. It can be depending on the context. That's all she said. That's all she said that got her blackballed. That lets you know these people are very powerful, man.
Right. And another reason she said it was because nobody is calling for the genocide of the Jewish people.
Nobody's calling for
Where's
that.
that? Give me an example. Give me one example of somebody calling for the death of them people. I don't see it nowhere.
Right.
That's why she like, it depends on the context. Because you trying to back me in a corner to
There
saying
you
some
go.
bull crap that's
There
not true.
you- That's exactly what she was trying to do.
depends.
She
I
was
don't
trying
know.
to back her into a corner. That's it. They bullies. The 80 years are bully, bro. These white people are bullies. I'm telling you straight. You know how many times they have had charges on white people and a white man won't say they did it or not, and yet they still allow them to walk free? They'll do the same thing. They do their interview, the testimony. You know what I'm saying? The prosecutor will, you know what I'm saying, drill them. Did you do this? Did you do that? I don't know. I don't recall. Everybody know he did it. But he can still walk free.
Because he didn't admit to doing it.
This sister ain't did nothing wrong. She ain't admit to no hate. She ain't admit to nothing wrong, but yet they still said she is for anti-Semitism.
The devil!
Go ahead, man. Pull your scripts, man. Pull your scripts.
Okay, yes, sir. The book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 21.
Read out.
That make a man an offender for a word.
And that's what Amalek is doing with our people. That's what they did with Nick Cannon. That's what they did with Deshaun Jackson. That's what they did with Ye. That's what they did to this sister. A word it depends on the context.
That's all she said, bro.
And now she is an offense.
And now she's gone.
Gone.
Now she don't have a job. Now she probably can never get a college job ever. Because now she's going to be associated with anti-Semitism. Yeah, she was only there for 6 months. At first, they're like, hold on, who hired this nigga? Who hired this nigga to this position? You know what? We got to get her out.
She got fired off.
How do you feel about anti-Semitism? She got fired on her day off.
She got fired on probation.
She was off. She got
set up.
She's still in PTO.
Damn.
FTO, they still trying to teach her how to be a damn president.
That's crazy.
She ain't even got benefits yet.
Crazy.
Oh, my God.
That's some evil stuff, man. Go ahead, play it.
And on the context, the answer is yes, and this is why you should resign.
House
You see that? Stop. You see that? You see that? You see how proud she talking?
Man.
The answer is yes, and this is why you should resign.
And a little dog tail act like she about to cry with it too. Like, I don't care about you, man. Hey, give me a...
Hold on.
Oh, wait.
Finish the...
Okay.
Finish it. We got to get through this. We got a whole nother topic to get to. Play it.
Context. It does not depend on the context. The answer is yes, and this is why you should resign.
House Republican Chair Elise Stefanik, a Harvard alum, posted, "Two down," referring to Gay and Penn President Liz McGill, who also resigned days after the hearing. While Harvard's governing board initially backed Gay, she faced increasing scrutiny following charges of plagiarism in her dissertation and several articles, including reports of a new complaint filed this week.
That's all bullcrap.
Gay, who was
tell y'all
Harvard's
straight. That's all bullcrap, man. How you say you prove plagiarism in her dissertation? That's crazy. That is crazy, man. Play it, bro. Play it. This is crazy.
Black female president denied the allegations of plagiarism and stated, "It has been distressing to have doubt cast on my commitments to confronting hate and to upholding scholarly rigor."
You see that?
And
So she denied it right there. But then now they say that she resigned due to plagiarism. No. She resigned because the ADL and their bully scheme bullied her out of there.
So, in order to stop quote-unquote anti-Semitism, the Amalek Defamation League defames people.
There you go.
That's crazy.
There you go. In order to stop that, they do the same thing that they complain about.
So they are the Defamation League.
They are the Defamation League. They defame people.
They're the Legion of Doom.
Absolutely.
We need a Defamation League against the Defamation League.
Right.
That's the prophets.
Right.
That is the
Right.
prophets. We're going to bring it out on them.
All right, man. We done with this, man. We can go on and on and on. But hey, the Lord say the earth giveth to hell of the wicked. These people are evil as hell. The ADL is evil as hell. The Canary Mission evil as hell. What's the other one?
That's right.
The SPLLC is evil as hell.
American Israeli Pack.
American Israeli Pack is evil as hell. They all, huh? You guys say on the Canary Mission. Thank you. They all evil as hell, and they bullies. And if they can get these people out of position that ain't keeping no commandments, just wait till when they really, really come for the children of God. Really come for the ones that's keeping the commandments. All All right, man, we're going to move on. We're going to move on to our topic, y'all. Y'all know we only got an hour left. Maybe an hour. We're going to move on to our topic, all right? So the topic for the night is Hispanic fathers are weak and lazy.
And drunk.
What I said?
You said weak.
They are drunk.
Drunk and lazy.
Drunk
sorry.
and lazy.
Drunk and lazy. Now, I want to make something clear, all right? Don't nobody work harder than so-called Hispanics. I'm going to say that right now. Issachar is the hardest. Hey, get that real quick at Genesis point now.
Yes, sir.
Issachar is the hardest working people on the face of the planet, bro.
That's right.
How you put up a house in a week? That's crazy. They got the plumbing, the electrical, the HVAC, everything done. Landscaping in a week. Yeah, Yakana, you know. Come on.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49.
You said all for one family? A father, uncle, and 2 sons. Go ahead.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
Issachar is a strong ass.
Issachar's a strong ass, mean a worker. Go ahead.
Couching down between 2 burdens.
Read on.
And he saw that rest was good.
That rest was good. Issachar never stopped, man. Issachar is the hardest working people on the face of the planet. I just want to throw that out there. You so-called Mexicans, you are from the tribe of Issachar. That's who God calls you. All right? Let's get to it. So, it's something that affects the so-called Hispanics and Native Indians more than any other people. And that is alcohol, liquor, or what the white man call firewater. They knew what they was doing. They came with alcohol. They came with alcohol to the so-called Native Americans. They came with alcohol to the so-called Hispanics. They got them drunk. And now we got effect on the health. Let's read that.
F11.
Yeah, I was going to say that, in a lot of those jobs, they give them alcohol to work better. They say they work better with alcohol.
So they get them drunk.
Yeah, they give them like 24 cases of beer, and they say, and they're happy. They say, I can drink at work. And then, and that's how they keep them working all day long.
Bro, hey, that's true because I remember some Issachar brothers was paving my driveway. You know what I mean? If they're called paving it, when they got to put the asphalt and the tar, and it was hot as hell, bro. It had to be like 100-something degrees. And the white man was in the truck.
Yeah.
The white man was in the truck driving. I don't know what it's called.
Under the AC.
Under the AC. But driving while Issachar was spraying in the hot sun, bro. I bought them a case of beer. I'm like, hey, man, here y'all go. It was like, man, you are the only one. You are the only one that has given us anything. I'm like, yeah, y'all out here slaving, man. I mean, the least I could do is buy you something to drink. They was like, all right, man, here, go put it in this cooler. They said, we can't do it. They said, yeah, it's a cooler on the back of the truck. Go put it in the cooler. They couldn't do it. They said, yeah, and they said it too. They said the boss is not going to like it. That's what they said, bro.
Yeah.
They said the boss ain't going to like this. I said, all right, man, I'll do it. I put it in the cooler, and it was like.
Esau over there like, why you helping my slaves?
Yes, bro. They was happy, man. They was like, hey, it's just the fact that somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like acknowledge them, the work they doing. Because the white man don't care. The white man used them up. Pay them $2, $5 an hour.
Yeah.
For nothing.
They don't have no paperwork, so they work for anything.
They ain't gonna complain. But that's going to, just like you said, Yakanan, about that liquor. Go ahead, read it.
Alcohol's effects on health. Research-based information on drinking and its impacts. Alcohol and the Hispanic community.
Alcohol in the Hispanic community. Go ahead and read that.
Hispanics are the largest and most rapidly growing racial or ethnic minority in the United States, making up about 19% of the population, or more than 63 million people. Research shows that drinking patterns among Hispanics are different from those of non-Hispanic white people and other ethnic or racial groups. Understanding these differences can help prevention, intervention, and treatment programs better serve the Hispanic community. How much do Hispanics drink? Overall, Hispanics are less likely to drink at all than are non-Hispanic white people. In fact, Hispanics have high rates of abstinence from alcohol. However, Hispanics who choose to drink are more likely to consume higher volumes of alcohol than non-Hispanic white people.
So let's say those brothers and sisters who choose to drink, they have a higher consumption of alcohol than white people. Go ahead. Watch this.
What is binge drinking? The National Institute on...
Go down. We won't need that.
Oh, okay. Go down.
There you go.
Let's see. Go up a little bit. Appreciate you. Selected alcohol consumption statistics for women and men, U.S. adults ages 18 or older. Percentage who had at least one drink in the past year. Hispanic adults.
Go down. Just go down to the article. We don't need that. Should be another article. Right there. Yep.
What factors predict drinking behavior in the Hispanic community? I appreciate you. Acculturation is the process of adapting to the beliefs, values, and behaviors of a new culture. A critical factor in predicting drinking patterns in the Hispanic community is the level of acculturation. Living and working in the United States, raising families here, speaking English, and above all, getting an American education all contribute to adapting to American culture.
So I want you to understand what they're saying. Adapting to American culture enhance the consumption of alcohol. Go ahead.
However, as acculturation levels increase,
as adapting to the American culture increases,
so can alcohol consumption.
So does alcohol consumption. Go ahead.
The evidence is clear that as women become acculturated to American life, they tend to drink more alcohol.
I'm going to tell y'all why. Go to Deuteronomy 28. That's why everybody in America, especially if you black and Hispanic, your ass drank. Hey, but that's what the Lord say. Hey, wine is good in moderation. Because you niggas about to go into slavery, and you going to need something to drink.
You're going to need some.
You're going to need some strong drink. Deuteronomy 28, and what I say?
You ain't said nothing yet, but I'm thinking about 29.
Damn, I lost my thought. Yeah, that's fine. Verse 29.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 29.
Oh, verse 15.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
Go ahead.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
go ahead,
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Verse 46.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee.
These curses.
For a sign.
For a sign.
And for a wonder.
And a wonder.
And upon thy seed forever.
Verse 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
The Lord said you're going to serve your enemies. Come on.
Which the Lord shall sin against thee.
Go ahead.
In hunger.
In your food, you have to serve your enemies. Come on.
And in thirst.
In your water, your drink, enemies.
And in nakedness.
Your clothing, enemies.
And in want of all things.
See, in order to keep them like to think they come to America, they're going to be better off. Little do you know, you come to America, you face even more persecution than you was in Mexico. The reason being is because at least, like I give an example, like in Colombia, right? The poverty level is very low, or very high, I mean. But everybody know what? We pour together. When you in America, they preach. They preach the American dream.
Yeah.
So then when you find out that it's just another nightmare,
for real.
Now you even more susceptible to alcohol, to drugs, to abusing yourself with the sins of the world. Because you are expecting a dream to only get here and face persecution and face a nightmare from this white man who enslaved you.
I was gonna say, so basically, the covetousness is so heavy here. You expecting to come here and succeed, and when you don't, and because you not like the white man, you gotta drink some to escape it.
You gotta escape. Now you like, damn.
Cap, you're absolutely right, because you know a lot of the people they leave the country. It's mostly single men, and the job is work, drink, and then they be thinking about the family being back home. They be thinking about, all those things they don't have, and then they making.
So what you're saying is they drink to get them to the next day.
Yes.
They get up, go to work, come home stressed out, and you know what? I'm going to go get a 6-pack. You want a 6-pack? You want a 6-pack? We all pitch in. We got a 24-pack. We're going to drink ourselves to sleep to get up and go to work and do it all over again.
Emotional.
Because we stressed out.
And the white man knows that.
Yeah, they know that. Yep.
They know that.
You going to say something?
I was gonna say, it's a car. They'll drink all night and still get up and go work their shift in the
They'll
morning.
get drunk, go to
Come on
sleep
now,
for 30 minutes, and get up and work like a doggone slave, bro.
Come
like
on,
they good.
man.
Go ahead.
Where we was at?
The evidence is clear.
The evidence is clear that as women become acculturated to American life, they tend to drink more alcohol. There is mixed evidence of the same effect for men. In traditional Hispanic culture, women typically do not drink alcohol outside of small family gatherings or other private settings. For Hispanics in the United States, though,
Go ahead.
this cultural norm is changing.
In the United States, the culture is think about it. It's a traditional Hispanic culture. That means women don't go to the club and get drunk. Women don't go to a boyfriend house and get drunk. You don't see women on the street drunk. In America, it said for Hispanics in America, this culture norm is changing. So you see Hispanic women in clubs piss poor drunk. You see them in the street piss poor drunk. That's the American lifestyle that they are changing to.
And a lot of people they like to be like, well, I don't want to deal with a black woman, so a Judite woman, so I'm gonna go get me a Hispanic. But they don't understand a lot of so-called Mexicans are going away from the traditional take care of your
family,
husband
yep,
to the thoughtification of our sisters.
Yep. The thoughtification.
Thoughtification.
Damn, that's a good one.
It's a beautiful
I did
word.
actually.
All praises.
Good job, man.
Read, come on.
Recent evidence shows that some young Hispanic women are drinking as much as or more than young Hispanic men. Attitudes. Research shows that young U.S.-born Hispanic men who are not Protestant tend to have relaxed attitudes towards drinking. Those who feel this way also are more likely to drink heavily, and to possibly have alcohol-related problems. Within the Hispanic community, Puerto Ricans and Mexican Americans tend to have more relaxed attitudes about drinking than Cuban Americans.
Go ahead.
Drinking trends by country or national origin. Trends in drinking among Hispanics vary by country of origin. Among men, Puerto Ricans tend to drink the most, and Cubans the least. Among women, Puerto Ricans tend to drink the most, and Mexicans the least. Across all Hispanic national groups, beer is the preferred beverage, followed by wine and then liquor.
Go down.
Man, it's crazy how they even is in the statistics they separate the tribes and stuff.
Yep. It's all the same.
Man, we the same people.
Hey, but oftentimes, Manasseh, so-called Cubans, they be like Republicans, so they try to be more conservative.
Go down. We'll get to the consequences later.
Uh-oh. Hold up.
Go down. Drunk driving. Go up. Hold on. See, here we go.
It was your fault. Leave it alone. Don't touch it.
Go up. Come on, y'all. Drunk driving. All right, go to the next post. Go to the next whatever we got. Let's go to the next one.
Dang, Cap. So basically, a lot of Northern Kingdom is coming to America for like maybe $10,000 more a year, but they family split up.
Mm-hmm.
Their daughters running wild, which they weren't back in the home country.
Right. Yep.
It's crazy. It's consequences that come with moving here.
Yep.
Basically,
consequences.
Consequences.
Yeah. And then I begin up in my head.
Hey, he was playing the
y'all know what I'm talking about.
Consequences. What's crazy is, man, they still coming up here from South America and all that stuff, and they're here and they can't even get a real job. They hustle on the corners and everything else. Sometimes they put them in hotels and shelters, and then just like a week ago, they done kicked them out the hotels now. So you done came all the way to America to sleep under bridges and all that, and they get up in the morning and now they on the side of the street watching your windshields and stuff. They took that hustle so much they just started putting strings on the windshield thing at the gas station. So the South Americans can't take the doggone windshield wiper thing. So they went from one captivity.
The what? Hold up. Now,
The windshield washer thing.
Hold up. Slow down, bro.
Okay.
Nobody can understand what you're saying.
All right, I forgot.
Slow down.
I gotta go slow. All right.
All I heard was windshield washer thing. Rope, string.
So
Like, what the hell did you
So
talking
you know
about?
the thing that you wash your windows at the gas station, right?
Yes.
They have started on my side of town because it's heavy populated with South American and stuff like that.
Mm.
They start putting those attached to. I'll have to slow it all down. They attach it to the seat
to the swiper.
Yeah, so you
can't steal the
can't
swiper.
steal it.
Swipe it.
Yeah, they
Swipe
got
it.
yeah.
Swipe
They been
it, no
stealing them
swipe
and using it for their hustle.
Oh, gotcha.
So they like, you ain't stealing no more. You got to find another hustle.
All right, y'all. Now y'all know what the officer was talking about because I had no idea, and I'm right next to him.
Hey, Captain.
All I heard was the damn thing, the swiper with the thing and the string. I'm like, what are we talking about,
I thought
bro?
you meant they labeled them like a little string label on
No,
the thing.
they did more than label them. They attached it to the doggone water thing.
We got you now.
Yeah.
To the water.
Hey, Officer Nas, I got you. I speak your language.
My brother, and that's my brother, man.
Hey, we from the SIP.
Yeah.
The what?
We from the SIP.
The hell is that?
Mississippi, man.
Sip?
He want to be from the
You ain't, bro. You from the ACO?
ACO.
I'm from the ACO.
I am from the ACO.
The
but
ACO.
But
Bro,
I
you know how
speak
corny
his
that is?
language.
ACO?
He see he
That's
identifies
corny, bro.
from
I'm from
Mississippi.
Aurora. But
What is the ACO?
Actually,
That's
no, I
Aurora.
think I'm from the ACO. He from Aurora.
Ain't the ACO's Aurora?
I thought it was the same thing. Yeah.
What is the ACO?
Sable, Mississippi is the ACO.
Huh?
Sable, Mississippi is the ACO.
All right, whatever.
Cap. Also, alcohol bring you to more drugs, like cocaine, fentanyl, crack.
It's a gateway drug.
It's a gateway drug.
Yep,
There you
yep.
go.
It becomes a gateway drug when you use it in excess, just like the scripture says. Because you can drink, and we're going to go over that before we close out so nobody think that we up here teaching that drinking alcohol is a sin. We ain't saying that. But you got to drink in moderation. And we're going to go over that. But some of y'all don't need to be drinking. I'm just going to throw it out there. And you know who you are. If you know you take a sip of liquor and next thing you know the bottle gone, you like that movie Flight?
Oh, with Denzel?
With Denzel, he just couldn't stop. He started refrigerator full of liquor. He just couldn't do it. He drunk everything. You need to stop. Go ahead, Soldier. What you got?
The harsh impact of alcohol on the Latino community. We're going to have to make that
You got to
bigger.
blow it up, yo.
I got bad eyesight. There you go. Kind of. Alcoholism in the U.S. has increased since the start of COVID-19 pandemic. A one-year increase in alcohol consumption in the U.S. during the COVID-19 pandemic is estimated to cause 8,000 additional deaths from alcohol-related liver disease, 18,700 cases of liver failure, and 1,000 cases of liver cancer by 2040, according to a press release from the
Go down to Hispanic. There you go.
Alcoholism in the Latino community. The good news is that Latinos have high rates of abstinence from alcohol. Unfortunately, Latinos who choose to drink are more likely to consume higher volumes of alcohol than non-Hispanic whites, according to the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism. Excessive consumption of alcohol rose 39% across all demographics in the same time frame, with Latino women being among the demographics with the largest increases in average consumption at 148%. While most Latinos have never had even one drink of alcohol than their white peers, more than 33% of Latinos will have recurrent or persistent problems with alcohol compared, a higher rate than their white peers, according to Salud America. Underage drinking is also a factor to consider. According to the CDC, a 2019 Youth Risk Behavior Survey showed that among high school students, 29% drank alcohol.
Go down. Skip all that. Go to from 1992.
From 1992 through the present, Hispanic/Latino 8th graders have been roughly twice as likely to report binge drinking as non-Hispanic white 8th graders, and 3 times as likely as African American 8th graders.
So is alcoholism is a problem in the Hispanic community? It's a problem. Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. 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 Go down. All right. Pull up the next one.
And Cap,
Yes, sir.
you know what's crazy? It said among Hispanic women that the increase during COVID-19, the increase of them drinking was 148%. That goes back to that what you was talking about in your class, that independent spirit. Because now when they come over here, they're forsaking the
Traditions.
Now they're
Yep.
like, I can do bad by myself. Now
Because
you
that's what America preaches. America teaches that you don't need no man, you don't need religion, you don't need nothing. You can make your own decision. Here's some alcohol. Here's the club that's open 24 hours a day. You bad, you don't need nobody. Go out.
Now you
Do your
lonely and
thing.
drunk.
Yep.
Come on,
Lonely.
then they go kick it with the so-called white man.
Damn, bring it
And
out.
then start acting like them.
Play that.
When I was
Alcoholism
13,
and addicts
I had an
in the
uncle
Mexican family.
who
Turn it
pulled
up.
a knife and chased me and my cousins, trying to stab us. We were at a party, and my dad wasn't present, my mom was present, my 2 uncles, their spouses, and their kids. And my one uncle got really drunk and started manhandling my aunt. My other uncle stepped in to kind of defuse the situation, and my uncle got really upset and pulled out a knife. He tried stabbing my aunt, stabbing my uncle, and then literally chased us out of his house, all of my cousins, and we went running, asking the neighbors to call the cops. I was 13. That same year, I had another uncle, really drunk, chase me, and wanting to kick my ass. He was drunk out of his mind. Both of these uncles later half-assed apologized. I think that's the moment when my coping skills of really disassociating and really starting to cut people off started. Weeks went by, months went by, and it was kind of business as usual with my family members and them, as if nothing had ever happened. But for me, I cut them off. I remember the last conversation I had with one of them.
All right, that's it. Go to Proverbs 20:1. Everybody, I'm going to tell you, every so-called Hispanic person knows a drunkard in their family. And it's either a Theo, one of your Theos, or a brother. Primo.
Primos.
Right, Primo is somebody, it's a male, that's a drunk in your family.
And they get violent. When
Yep,
they
they get violent, yeah. We're going to read that. Read that right there.
You said Proverbs what?
20:1.
20 and 1. The book of Proverbs, chapter 20 and verse 1. Wine is a mocker.
Wine is a mocker.
Strong drink is raging.
You know they call that liquid courage. Make you feel like you can whoop everybody in the club and get knocked out.
The hell is this?
And whosoever is deceived thereby
You deceived by the strong drink.
is not
God
wise.
says you are not wise. Go to the next one. We're gonna speed it up a little bit.
And you know it's crazy that you could tell that brother was crazy effeminate. So even though he probably did have like men in his life, they probably were weak,
And
absentee father, and drunk.
Yep.
Our health reporter Haley Hernandez is here with us now. She's taking a closer look this morning at loneliness and the problem of drinking now in the Hispanic community related to loneliness. Haley?
Yeah, Owen, good morning. So loneliness is, we talk about it so much since the pandemic, but really it's been studied by psychologists for centuries. And relatively recently, it's been diagnosable. Researchers at the University of Houston are now taking a closer look into why the Hispanic community specifically experiences higher levels of loneliness compared to their white counterparts. And I'm here with lead researcher Dr. Jay Derrick from the University of Houston. Dr. Derrick, I know you're leading the research studying the potential development of new interventions to improve health. So tell us a little bit about this project, this research that you're doing.
Yes, well, we know that people from Hispanic and Latino backgrounds tend to have greater levels of loneliness than people of non-Hispanic white background. And one of our real purposes for this research is to understand why this might be the case. We are studying several different variables, including, for example, the cultural conflict, so the extent to which people may experience conflict between their heritage culture, their beliefs, values, norms for appropriate behavior, and the dominant, largely non-Hispanic white U.S. culture and the values, norms,
stop
and
real quick. So, you see throughout this thing, they're saying there's a comparison between Hispanics and non-Hispanic whites.
Man, you in the spirit, because it's messing me up, because everything is saying non-Hispanic white, so they're the thing of being perfect, basically.
Exactly. And because I can't live up to Jesus Cristo, I can't live up to Caesar Borgia, now I'm sad, I'm lonely, and I got to drink.
That's true. You saying that, bro? Because on every thing, that's what they say. You got Hispanic and you got non-Hispanic whites.
And you know what's crazy? The white boys be getting drunk.
Oh, yeah.
They got a thing, white boy wasted.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
behaviors for that culture. To the extent that they're in conflict, they may be more likely to make people feel lonely. And it's important to understand loneliness, not just for its own sake, but also because it contributes to health problems like hazardous alcohol use.
That's what I was going to ask, is do we know there's a direct link?
Yeah, you split them up at the border. The hell you talking about? The white man split up Hispanic families at the borders. Yeah, you talking about somewhere else they've been lonely. Yeah, they lonely. Hell, you get here, you lose your kids, you lose your wife, and they send them all across the doggone United States. Yeah, they lonely. Loneliness is caused by the white man.
I work 19 hours a day, and then I can't talk to nobody about what I'm going through. I'm lonely. I'm a drink.
Yeah, I'm lonely. Yeah, I got to work in the damn sugarcane fields. I got to work in the orange field. Modern day slavery. It's a bus that come pick me up at 3 in the morning and drop me off at 8 at night, and that's all I get.
Yo, that's crazy because you think it's modern day slavery. Think about what our ancestors was going through, having to work for the Spaniards, having to pick cotton.
Well, we gonna get that.
Okay, all right.
We gonna get that too. I got a good article just for you, Hasadai. Play it.
Between alcohol and loneliness, or we just assume that's a driving factor in alcoholism?
This is a relatively newer area of study, so we do know that people often use alcohol to feel better about negative feelings. For example, stress or
slavery,
sadness.
Curses. Then they show a damn. Play it.
But only recently have people begun to look at drinking for loneliness. And one of the factors behind that, I believe, was the pandemic, when we saw increases in both loneliness and alcohol use.
And
you see, I'm gonna tell you, man, these people are crazy. They saying that people wasn't lonely prior to COVID-19. Can I say good? Can I say good? Like, people wasn't lonely. People wasn't depressed. People wasn't getting drunk. That slavery curses weren't in
already
place
here, yeah.
prior to COVID-19.
Like it didn't affect us really because we was already slaving anyway.
We was already cursed.
Right.
Yeah, loneliness went up 100,000% after COVID-19. No, that we've been lonely. We've been depressed. We've been stressed.
Right.
Go ahead.
How do you quantify loneliness? Like, what's the measurement?
It's crazy, bro.
10 lonelies for every being with somebody?
House weight.
Hey, they never. Oh, hold on. He got something to say.
Cap, you know what? They give you alcohol and they give you Christianity.
Damn.
Hey, bring it out.
They give you alcohol and Christianity go hand in hand. Damn, I'm crazy. Both of them get you drunk.
Drunk off that white Jesus, isn't it?
White Jesus crack and alcohol.
You drunk off that the Virgin Mary, isn't it?
That's a cocktail.
Hey, play on, bro.
that we're talking about are mental health issues, substance abuse, and loneliness. And I know that, in the Hispanic culture, the stigma with mental health is still very much alive. Are you finding that maybe the aversion to finding help is also possibly what's driving this?
That is a good question, and we have not gotten that far with the research yet.
We plan to find out.
We do intend to look at that. We do hope to. We're setting up the study right now, and we're planning to start recruiting participants this fall.
Is the ultimate goal, though, to find interventions and find ways to, navigate loneliness and not let it lead to alcoholism or something like that?
Yes, absolutely. So first, one of the things we're hoping to find is how to relieve loneliness and prevent it in the first place. And second
that
is
make
if
no
people
sense,
do
bro. How to relieve loneliness. And I guarantee you they're going to tell you, take this drug. Take a pill. Go see a white man and sit on his couch and let him prescribe you pills that are going to make you worse than you are right now.
But you ain't finna bring the family back together. You ain't finna bring my daddy back that you done deported when he was at work and stuff. You ain't finna go find my child. You ain't finna help my family come over here legally, but you gonna give me more high.
Hey, get that limitations real quick. Get that limitation. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
You niggas are crazy.
Get that limitations. Chapter 5 and verse 1.
The book of
Talk about some damn loneliness. Watch this.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 5 and verse 1.
Come on. Bring it out.
Remember, O Lord, what is come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach.
Read.
Our inheritance
What belonged to us, read,
is turned to strangers.
White man, you took our inheritance. You took our houses. You took our children. Watch this, read.
Our houses to aliens.
Watch the next verse.
We are orphans.
We are lonely. Read it again.
We are orphans.
We are lonely. We are depressed. Come on.
And fatherless.
We are lonely. Where's my father? Read.
Our mothers.
Where's my mother? I'm lonely. Read.
Our mothers are as widows.
The mother's like, where's my husband? That's why we lonely. The husband lonely, the wife lonely, the kids lonely. Read.
We have drunken our water for money.
We have drunken our water for money. Watch this.
Our wood is sold unto us.
Read.
Our necks.
Our bodies, our spirits, read,
are under persecution.
They are under persecution. Day in and day out. Then you want to tell us why we lonely? Why we drinking?
Right.
We lonely because of you.
Right. And they want to come up with a way to, what they say, relieve.
Right, we got to
loneliness.
relieve the loneliness.
That's like putting a Band-Aid on it.
Ooh.
Here, take this alcohol.
Hey, keep reading.
Right.
We labor and have no rest.
We labor, we work. Like you brought up, Yakinan. We labor. We ain't never rested. The only time we can rest is when we drunk. That's how we get rest. We got to drink before we go to sleep.
Right, because sometimes you be so tired that you can't go to sleep.
Can't go to sleep.
Yeah.
Because you know why? Because you're thinking about the work you got to do tomorrow.
Right.
You're like, damn, man, they going to bust my, man, I got to do this tomorrow. I got this tomorrow.
dog.
Damn, I'm going to just stay up. I know I'm tired, but I don't want to go to sleep.
I got to pay this bill. I got to make sure my daughter gets
You know
to school.
what? Let me take a couple shots to help me go to sleep. Read.
What in the hell?
We have given the hand to the Egyptians and to the Assyrians to be satisfied with bread.
That's what we did in America. Come on.
Our fathers have sinned.
Our fathers have sinned.
And are not.
And are dead.
And we have borne their iniquities.
Because our sin is why we are cursed. It's why we are widows. It's why we are lonely. It's why we are fatherless. It's why we are orphans. Go ahead.
Servants have ruled over us.
These white people that's over us, Jonathan Green Black. God calls them servants. Come on.
There is none that doth deliver us out of their hands.
There's none that delivered us out of their hands. So that's why we lonely, man. That's why we lonely, because we cursed. We are cursed people. Oh, we got to figure out why they're lonely. Read the Bible.
Right.
Put on an IUIC video, and you're going to realize why we lonely as hell. because we have sinned. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, because the Bible gives the solution to that loneliness. It says, gather together. If we sitting here thinking, I'm Mexican, I can't relate to you because you Guatemalan or because you Colombian or because you black, you Haitian, you Cherokee or no.
Right.
Come together. Now you won't be lonely because we going through the same thing. Let's
Go
get out of
through
here.
the same thing together. Two is better than one.
Right. Well, the problem is, one of the problems we're looking to the other nations to help us.
Yep.
But the Bible said, nah,
Yep.
we got to gather together as a nation of people. That's the only way we're going to get out of the situation that we're in.
Bring it out.
Nobody in this truth should be lonely.
Right.
We all got brothers and sisters. We all stressed out here. We could drink together.
Right, for real.
Exactly.
And then we can
You
help
want
each other.
something to drink? You want something to drink?
Like, bro,
All right, let's go.
Now we
good.
can help each other. Like, hey, you done had enough, bro.
Right.
Cut you out.
Right.
Yep.
Nah, you good. You don't need that.
Nah, you good.
Like
You
we
good.
actually understand Officer the Hustle. He had too much. He's talking real English now.
Yeah, he talking crazy.
Yeah.
Right. You thought
You said what? You talking properly?
Right.
All right, you must be drunk, but just put it down. Put that over here.
I think we articulated that unfairly.
Right.
You good?
Hey, go to the next one about slavery and alcohol.
Hey, that was a good chapter, man. You can read this whole chapter about loneliness. That's crazy, man.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Should be an article. My phone died, so I can't,
Like, share, subscribe. IUIC Denver and IUIC Denver in the classroom. What are you waiting on? Do it now.
What's up? What's going on?
Share it with your family.
Nah, that ain't it.
Share it with your Tio.
Right.
Share it with your primo.
Share it to all your social media.
You said share with your
outlets.
primo.
Is that it?
Indigenous erasure.
Nope, that's not it. It should say something about slavery. Hey, can y'all check the group? I think I posted one in about slavery, right? Y'all cannot talk. Bro, I know I did.
Cobb, it's heavy what you bring out about, like, especially Hispanics, Northern Kingdom drinks, same way Native Americans drink their life away because they don't have, there's nothing to tell them how special they are, how important they are to God. So they don't have nothing to live for. They think. They think, there's no salvation for them. They think the kingdom don't belong to them. But,
Go ahead, man.
You want to put a scripture?
What scripture you want?
Deuteronomy 7:6.
Bring it out, man. Come on.
I got you.
Go ahead, man.
Read,
He thought
man.
somebody finna help him out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
You guys, Hispanics, Native Americans, Black, you are a special people. Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
God himself has chosen you to be a special. That's right. Read.
Above all people.
Above all people. Read.
That are upon the face of the earth.
Better than the white man, better than the Chinese man, better than the Arabs.
Bring it out.
Better than the Russian people. So we got to start acting like it, By keeping the commandments, we will be the special people, and we'll have to be drinking ourselves away.
So you saying, so the reason why they drinking themselves away because they don't know their value.
They don't know who they are. We don't know who we are.
Because they think they just they think they are non-white.
Yeah.
But they wishing to be white to
They
somebody
think
that's
they're
beneath
lonely,
them.
but they don't have to have a whole nation waiting for them.
Right. Gotcha, man. Yeah.
That was poignant.
Hey, Officer Don gonna send an article. We just gotta read a little bit of this real quick. We gotta read before we go.
Yes, sir.
Officer just sent it, so pull it up when you get a chance.
And that was a very poignant.
You was teaching?
Yeah, he was going in.
I was going about how special I've done, Spanish, Blacks, and Native American,
Okay.
And they don't should be lonely because we have a whole nation that's raising up to teach them who they are.
That's right. So you said they shouldn't be lonely.
They shouldn't be lonely.
All
They should
praises.
come and learn who they are so they
That's
can keep
right.
God's commandments.
That's
so they
right.
can be away from those curses.
That's right. All praises, Yakadai. My brother.
Okay,
We
right.
gonna get there slowly and surely. Hey, blow that up. So this is the article. Alcohol, slavery, and race in Brazil during the long 19th century. Go down. It's a little bit of reading, has died.
Yes, sir.
Blow it up.
There we go. In Brazil during the long 19th century, in the 1830s, shortly after achieving
Can
independence,
you blow it up some more, if you can?
You can slide it over too.
Slide. There we go. There we go. All right, go ahead.
In the 1830s, shortly after achieving independence as a nation, Brazilian authorities launched a series of measures to tackle drunkenness.
So drunkenness was a big thing in Brazil. Go ahead.
Which they considered to be a major social problem. In this chapter,
So go down. Go down. Go up. Alcohol in colonial Brazil. Go ahead.
alcohol was central to the development of colonial Brazil.
Colonial Brazil is a colonized Brazil. That means the white men, the Portuguese, the conquistadors and Spaniards conquered, colonized Brazil. Go ahead.
And particularly its system of slavery.
Go ahead.
Cachaca, Brazilian rum, as a major byproduct of the sugar plantations that fueled the Portuguese transatlantic slave trade.
So stop. This alcohol, Brazilian rum, fueled the Portuguese transatlantic slave trade. Go ahead.
In the late 16th and 17th centuries, helped to expand the colonial economy. Belief in the dietary and medicinal benefits of alcohol consumption was widespread, although colonial officials were concerned about its potential role in causing social disorder and unrest, especially among the growing enslaved population.
Especially among, so that means the slaves were getting drunk. And the government started to look like, what the hell going on? These niggas drunk. Go ahead.
The gold mining and coffee industries continued to stimulate Brazil's importation of African slaves in the run-up to and the aftermath of its independence from Portugal in 1822. And drinking habits of enslaved people became subject to increasing scrutiny and coercive control, while racialized justifications for such discriminatory controls were made more explicit during the 19th century. The origins lay in the interplay of colonial directives to maximize profit while controlling the people who produced it.
So go down. Hold on. Slow down real quick. Man, go to most plantation labor on the right, third line down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, my man, appreciate you. Most plantation labor was conducted by indigenous slaves until the late 16th century.
So you had natives in Brazil. Go ahead.
When the Portuguese expanded the transatlantic slave trade.
And then you had the Portuguese bringing in brothers and sisters from Africa. Go ahead.
As many as 15,000 enslaved Africans were transported to work in Brazil's sugar, tobacco, and other plantations.
So it says transported.
Shit.
How do you transport people from Africa to Brazil? Slave ships. Slave ships, like you read in Deuteronomy 28. Go ahead.
Every year by 1600. After a series of gold mine discoveries in the southeastern region around Sao Paulo, today Brazil's most populous city, the Portuguese crown established a new administrative unit of Sao Paulo and Minas do Ouro in 1709. Before dividing.
All right, go down. We ain't gonna be able to read this whole thing. I wasn't able to tab it. Let me see. Slave Africa, Brazil, sugar of the year. Okay. All right. We'll bring this out another time. But basically, what this shows is that the so-called indigenous people of Brazil and South America, because it actually goes into Brazil, it goes to Colombia, it goes into Venezuela, it goes to Honduras, Guatemala. All of these enslaved indigenous people were forced in the sugar field, the tobacco fields, to create alcohol. That's what they were doing in the sugar plantation. They were creating alcohol.
And then it's only natural you enslave a whole people and take everything from them, they're gonna eventually start consuming that alcohol to cope with that
That's
stress.
what they were doing.
You know?
They were over consuming alcohol, getting drunk, and them. You gotta understand, the white man used Northern Kingdom to fund the enslavement of Southern Kingdom. That's what they did.
Bomb.
They was using Northern Kingdom to fund the transatlantic slave trade. The money they were making by enslaving Northern Kingdom, they used that to go to Africa and get the Southern. You know what I mean?
Hey, Kev, you know what's crazy? It goes back into a previous Natives Hour episode where we talked about how they took Gad into the Caribbean.
Mhm.
And what was big in the Caribbean? Rum.
Rum, yep. Alcohol. All right, go to the article. Let me see. Go to the article where they talk about the gene. You know what I'm talking about? Is this it? Is that, just go down. I don't think this is it. Go down. Nope, this ain't it. Go up. Hey, let me see.
Cub, it's crazy. You know why? Because every hood have a liquor store. Every corner.
A liquor store. Plenty of liquor stores.
Plenty of liquor stores.
Liquor stores and churches.
High and drunk off both.
It's crazy because rum is made from basically like you got Jamaican rum, you got Puerto Rican rum, you got Cuban rum. All those sugarcane plantations came from our people, and they still eating off the back of our people to this day.
Hey, and you see how they say, like, we was worried about them over consuming alcohol, like as if they cared about the people they was enslaving. No, they was worried about the production going down.
Right.
They wasn't worried about their lives like that,
And officer, it's crazy that you say that because it also goes into eugenics. Because eugenics was big in Brazil. So now they're going to be like, well, you undesirable. We got to kill you off because you always getting drunk. Exactly.
And we not.
Oh, yeah, and it was Amalek. It was the Amalek Defamation League that was the biggest funder and the biggest proprietor of alcohol, of rum, of beer, just to push it back on Northern Kingdom.
Right.
They give us the issues and then try to hide their hands, like we just monsters and we just degenerates. They what they say they throw the rock and hide their hand.
Yep.
But in these last days, we seeing the motion of that arm. We seeing who throwing the rock. All right.
Hey, we gonna put this last article. We got a bunch of videos. We'll do part 2 next week. Send that article and put that up. This is the last article.
Again, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. We got to get the subscribers up. We just hit 15K. We trying to hit 20K. Help us out, y'all.
Right.
Live audience claps.
Right. That's right.
Right.
Oh, crazy.
Our audience is in the spirit.
Hey, blow that up and let's read that, Souza.
A little more. That's good. Mexican Americans carrying haplotype H6 of the CYP2EI gene have a greater risk of alcoholism.
So they saying that the Northern Kingdom brothers carrying this gene has a greater risk of becoming alcoholics than any other people. Go ahead. What's this?
Mexican
American.
American.
Go down. Go to the. Is that the article? Yep. Read that.
Mexican Americans make up 66% of the U.S. Hispanic population, and when compared to other ethnic groups, show high rates of heavy drinking and alcohol-related problems. First of its kind research that examines haplotypes, clusters of genetic polymorphisms of the CYP2E1 gene among a Mexican American population has found that carrying haplotype H6 may enhance susceptibility to developing alcoholism.
You saw evil. You saw evil the white man is, bro. Evil as hell, bro. They saying that the reason why we are drunk is because of this gene.
How, Sway?
Not because of oppression. Not because of you done stole my land. You done stole my wife. You stole my kids. Not because you forced us to work in the tobacco field, the sugarcane plantation. No, it's because of this gene. That means what they're saying is you were created flawed.
Woo! Hey, that's eugenics.
That's eugenics.
You're undesirable.
Eugenics. Right. The white man's the devil, man. Go ahead, Jonah. What you got?
And you got to imagine being a boy and reading something like that. Like a little boy growing up, your mind will start to subconsciously think like, well, it's normal for us then. It's normal for me to grow up and follow my T.O., follow my brothers who just get drunk. This is our life. It's in us. This is dangerous, man, to really take in this as a young kid.
Yes, man. That's what the white man doing.
And who the scientist saying this? Amalek.
Amalek. Yep, absolutely. Go down. Watch this.
Oh, it's actually Moab. The prevalence rate of heavy drinking among male Mexican Americans is 3 times higher than that of non-Hispanic male populations, said Yuji Yvonne.
Yuji Yvonne.
Yeah, it's Moab.
You said what?
Moab.
Oh, that's Moab. You said Yuji Yvonne Juan.
Go ahead, bro. Professor of pharmacology and director of the Liver Center at the University of Kansas Medical Center.
Go down. Read that real quick. We're going to be quick.
Mexican Americans have also been found to have more alcohol-related problems, such as withdrawal, tolerance, and accidents, than Caucasians.
You see that? They always comparing them to Caucasians, like Caucasians is the damn, what they call it?
The standard.
Right, the standard.
The standard, yeah.
Like they are the author of beauty, right?
Bullshit.
They comparing them to them.
You get more drunk than Jesus.
Right. It's genetic. It's genetic. That's what they saying. Go ahead.
Furthermore, Hispanics are more likely than Caucasians to continue their alcoholic dependence once it begins. Juan, who is the study's corresponding author, has been studying minority health-related issues for more than 15 years.
Why? I'm telling you, man, these heathens are evil, man.
Man.
When they say they study minority-related issues, that's talking about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Because she not even putting herself in the minority category.
Right.
She didn't put herself in the minority category. She studying minority-related issues, but then she got research about Mexicans.
No, not us.
Not us. No, you.
Even though they a minority.
Right. Read.
In comparison with Caucasians, Hispanics have a higher prevalence of hepatitis C.
Who else got hep C? Who else?
Black people.
Huh?
Black people.
Talk about Judah.
Right, we do.
Native Americans.
Native Americans. That's
Right.
Israel. Come on.
A serious infectious liver disease that greatly increases the risk for liver damage in heavy drinkers, she said. Hispanics with alcoholic liver disease also appear to do significantly less well than those from other ethnic backgrounds.
Go ahead.
Given the apparent susceptibility of Mexican Americans to alcohol-related problems, as well as previous inconsistent and inconclusive findings of the association between alcoholism and polymorphisms of the CYP2E1 gene, Juan designed her study to address both issues.
Watch this.
Our study is the first to use a genetic haplotype approach to investigate an association of the 4 polymorphisms of the CYP2E1
So
gene.
she said our study is the first study ever to use genetic type to diagnose a sickness. So it's like you are prone to alcoholism, it's genetic. You are prone to hep C, that's genetic. You are prone to disease, that's genetic. But you gotta understand, hold up. The other articles, that's why I saved this for last. The other articles said that compared to white people, Mexicans drink the less. So why don't white people have this gene? Who you think about the ones getting drunk all the time? White people.
Right.
But white people don't got this gene? Who you think about trailer park trash?
Right.
White people. Who consume more alcohol in America?
White people. They got out of leisure time.
Huh? Moonshine.
Yeah.
Vodka. But so you tell me white people don't got this gene? They consume more alcohol than Mexicans. But Mexicans got this gene. I'm telling you, this is some evil stuff, man. This is some evil stuff. What they saying is that the so-called Mexican was made in error. That's what they're saying. And that white people are perfect regardless how many drugs they do. They perfect.
Right.
They don't need to be studied. They do fentanyl, crack, cocaine, everything. and they still perfect.
Crystal meth.
Through all their studies, they say that they compare us to the Caucasians, but they never give the Caucasian numbers. Did you really study the damn white man? Or
No,
you just saying they don't act like that?
It's all about us.
It's all about
They're
us,
like,
man.
hey, that gene is sin. So
Right.
if we keep pushing this on them, we'll keep them down. And
Bro.
these Moab, the same people who will take your genes, mix it with some animal stuff just
and
to
make
kill you.
and make a disease.
That's what they do.
I'm telling you, man. That's why I'm glad you said that. Every study is about us. Every invention is about us. Every medical instrument was created by the pain of the Israelites.
Right.
Just like gynecology. Gynecology was created based off of them experimenting on Israelite women.
C-section.
C-section, everything. This she say this new. This ain't new. They've been doing this to us.
Right.
They've been doing this to us.
Hey, Cap, in the spirit of what you were saying about how they label white people just messing up, but they can still get right if they drunks.
Right.
Mexicans just prone. That's the same
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
when you have a white boy shoot up a school and they say, oh,
Mental health.
he just was a little off. He was depressed. But you got Issachar, Judah that shoot somebody and, he got to
He's
get
a
locked
demon.
up for
He's a
life.
terror.
He's a savage.
Yep.
Gangbanger.
He's been known to smoke weed and
Right.
all this other stuff.
Yeah, same thing.
Oh, by the way, we checked his web browser, and 30 years ago, he typed in, "Who are the real Jews?" Oh, he's a part of the Black Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
The hell you talking about? That was 30 years ago. He typed one question in.
Right.
And now he a part of the Black Hebrew Israelites.
They be just pulling Muslims, everything. He
Hey,
an Israelite.
Hey, get Sirach 31 and 27. We almost done. I'll let you know, Esau the devil, man. Esau is the damn devil. And yeah, this is Moab, but who you think she reporting to?
Amalek.
She reporting to Amalek, man. She's reporting to who God says is the ruler of the world. Satan. Sirach 31 and 27.
The book of Sirach, chapter 31 and verse 27.
Go ahead.
Wine is as good as life to a man.
God says wine is good as life to a man. I mean, wine is good. Come on.
If it be drunk moderately.
If it be drunk in moderation. That means you can have wine, just don't get drunk. Go ahead.
What life is then to a man that is without wine?
God say, what life is it to a man without some strong drink, without some wine? Go ahead, watch this.
For it was made to make men glad.
Is made to make men glad. That's why you see brothers that get a little drink in them. They get real happy, like a Don. They get real happy. Hey, he go from to all happy. Go ahead.
Wine measurably drunk.
Wine measurably drunk.
And in season.
In season.
Bringeth gladness of the heart.
That's why, your on feast days, you know what I'm saying, we chilling, you know what I'm saying, we cooking, we get a little strong drink because it brings gladness to the heart. Go ahead. Come on.
Bringeth gladness of the heart.
Come on.
And cheerfulness
of
the mind.
You have a good time. But watch the next part.
But wine drunken with excess.
Wine drunken too much.
Maketh bitterness of the mind.
Bitterness of the mind. Now you start to say stuff you didn't really mean. Now you start to, act a certain way. You act different. You get angry real quick. Or even with sisters, they start crying. They get really emotional. Like, damn, what's wrong with you? You don't have too much to drink. Read on.
But wine drunken with excess.
With excess.
Maketh bitterness of the mind.
Get bitterness of the mind.
With brawling.
With fighting.
And quarreling.
And arguing. That's why you see brothers in the club fighting all the time. They get a little drink in them. They get that Hennessy in them. Now they act all out. Now they crazy as hell. Come on.
Drunkenness increaseth the rage of a fool.
Drunkenness increased the rage of a fool. That's why everybody shouldn't be drinking. If you know you can't handle your spirit, you can't control your spirit, you shouldn't be drinking. You understand? Because then now you can't even stop yourself from getting drunk. You can't. You get a little buzz and you stop. Some of y'all get a little buzz and you keep going till you cross that threshold of being drunk. And some of y'all do it and don't think nobody see you. Some of you do it and because you be home by yourself and you get drunk at home, you don't think that's a sin. That's a sin according to the Bible. You ain't supposed to be drunk at all. Whether you home by yourself, whether you here in the school, whether you out, it don't matter. You ain't supposed to be drunk, period. Go ahead.
Drunkenness increaseth the rage of a fool till he offend.
Now you apologizing. Now the next day you come back to, you say, damn, what happened? What happened last night? You be like, what's that movie? You know, Hangover.
Hangover.
And
yeah.
you wake up with a damn tattoo on your face.
Right.
You wake up with them, you know, you got a nose piercing and all. You're like, damn, what the hell happened? I can't remember nothing.
You come in and everybody looking at you crazy because
Yeah.
you done messed up
You done
everything.
messed up
Like,
everything.
they be like, why y'all looking at me like
Yep.
that, bro?
Like, bro, you crazy, bro. You tore my house up.
Right.
We had to carry you out. You don't remember nothing. You just throwing the ball all over the place. Read on.
Drunkenness increaseth the rage of a fool till he offend.
Mm-hmm.
It diminisheth the strength.
It diminisheth a strength. That's why God said, drink not with. Hey, get that scripture that said, drink not with a woman. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It diminishes strength. That's why a lot of you brothers, you get caught up. Sister give you something to drink, and now she got your balls. She got your balls right up there, man. Hey, I'm telling you, bro. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
The book of Sirach, chapter 9 and verse 9.
Come on.
Sit not at all with another man's wife.
Go ahead.
Nor sit down with her in thine arms.
Not in the arms.
And spend not thy money with her
Go ahead.
at the wine.
At the wine. God said you shouldn't be sitting down with another man's wife or another woman, period. Y'all at the club, you buying her something to drink. Now you drinking. Now she drinking. And you don't think nothing gonna happen? Why? Go back to chapter 31 and read it again. This is why.
The book of Sirach.
Something will happen. That's why God say don't do it. Because you will slip up when you inebriated. Is that the right word?
Yes, sir.
All praises. Go ahead.
The book of Sirach, chapter 31 and verse 30.
Go ahead.
Drunkenness increaseth the rage of a fool.
Drunkenness increases the rage of a fool.
Till he offend.
Come on.
It diminishes strength.
It diminishes the strength. What that talking about? That talking about your knowledge. Talk about your understanding. Because you can still be strong physically, but your knowledge, your mind is gone. Now you're weak. Now you can be easily deceived. You can be easily fooled. Huh? What you say?
Easily manipulated.
There you go. When you drunk. Go ahead.
Seduced.
Yep. Go ahead.
And maketh wounds.
And maketh wounds. Get Titus chapter 2. Last script, y'all. Last script. Titus chapter 2 and verse 2.
The book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
That the aged men
God says the aged man
be sober.
God said we got to be sober, y'all. We can't be drunk, all right? You so-called Hispanics, you so-called Native Indians, you cannot be drunk and lazy. You can't be drunk. Read on.
Grave.
You got to be serious. Repent, keep God's commandments, learn who you are so that you don't be drunk and lazy, all right?
That's
All praise
right.
to Most High. Hesediah, what you got?
All right, let's get the manly badge of dignity. Real quick. We're going to do the video. That's it, though. Play it.
When you look in the mirror, what do you feel? Fearlessness, austerity, masculinity, godliness. But what does your beard say about you? Get definitive results with the bold, natural scents from the Manly Badge of Dignity Beard Oil and ignite the king in you. Because it's important to look how you feel.
Hey, Yakana, how we looking on our manly badge of dignity journey?
It's working a little
man.
It's working where? In your dreams?
Oh, man.
Hey, you
I don't
about
see nothing. You see something? Something coming through?
Officer,
Come on, talk, bro.
Just a little bit. Just a little
Where?
Hell no.
I gotta get the
You
whole.
feel it.
I feel it.
Okay,
Yeah,
the whistle's
I feel it.
coming. Okay, you feel it. Yeah, you feel it. You feel it. You
Come
can't
on
see it,
now,
but
dog.
you feel it.
I feel it. Yeah.
Y'all
I
can
gotta
know
go
about.
against the grain.
Hey, y'all
You
can
got
know
a
about
grain.
the girl Fu Manchu.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Alrighty. If you want to avoid drunkenness and, waking up in your vomit, we have a school here in Denver, Colorado, 9034 East Easter Place. Come learn your true nationality. If you can't make it to a school, we teach classes every day, all day. IsraelUnite.org, okay? Make sure you donate to the Booster Club. If you want to make the Natives Hour a better show, you can also donate to IUIC.Denver at IsraelUnite.org, all right? Oh, subscribe to IUIC TV. Back to you, Cap.
All praises. Back to you. Hey, all praises to the Most High. Hey, want to give a shout out to the IT team.
All praises.
Shout out to the Sire brothers.
Right.
Want to give a shout out to the cameraman.
Right, all praises.
All praise to the Most High. Shout out to the live audience.
Yeah.
The
Clap
brothers
your
and
hand for
sisters that came
yourself.
through. All praise to the Most High. We appreciate y'all. Hey, tune in next week, all right? Hey, I'm Captain Gad to my left.
Officer Nahasa.
To the right.
Officer Dunn.
To his right.
Soldier Yucatan.
To the Hasa left.
Officer Jonah.
To his left.
Soldier Asadai.
And we are the
Natives Hour, home of the 10 tribes.
Shalom.
Teach you to turn that thing up.